Councillors have made calls for urgent enhancements to road infrastructure and facilities serving the north side of Ennis due to serious safety and welfare concerns. Residents of the Lees Road housing estate have called for road widening to be conducted outside the entrance to their residential area due to a large volume of motorists reportedly using the L4182 as a rat run to get to and from John O'Sullivan Park. Additionally, calls have been made for toilet facilities to be installed near Drumcliffe Cemetery to help mourners when visiting their loved ones. Clare FM's Daragh Dolan spoke with Councillor Antoinette Bashua and firstly Councillor Tommy Guilfoyle at this week's meeting of Ennis Municipal District.
This broadcast package on Clare FM is funded by the Local Democracy Reporting Scheme.
Motions come from the ground up a lot of the time, and this motion came from the ground up in being in various shops around the town and just being a postman around the town. People come to you, and people come to you with ideas, good, bad and indifferent ideas. But a few people have come to me in relation to what they saw in Ballyella, where they were walking their dogs and all of a sudden you need the use of a toilet facility. And a lot of the same people and others, as you said, have used Drumcliffe. They're going to a burial. They're visiting a grave. And in the case, sometimes I'm 50. They're older than myself sometimes. And the use of a toilet facility sometimes is something that it comes on you, and you need it to be there. And when you're visiting that grave, and you're with your family members, and some might have travelled down from other counties, it's nice if you could use that facility, and what we've done in Ballyella works, so I can see the same thing working in Drumcliffe. I welcome the reply from the engineers in the Ennis Municipal District that are going to have a look at it. There's a lot of parts at play here, but they're definitely going to have a look at it and come back.
Without being smart either, it's not something where you might necessarily go to a graveyard for 5 minutes. You could spend 2 hours there, as you said, with your family members. So definitely having something in close proximity would be a benefit.
Correct. There's numerous graveyards where I have visited for different reasons, and there would have been toilet facilities at them. Drumcliffe is our capital town's graveyard. It's a large graveyard. It has, as you said, numerous visitors. So I think toilet facilities would just bring that added amenity to the graveyard itself.
Ennis Fianna Fáil Councillor Antoinette Bashua. Antoinette, residents have approached you with serious concerns about road safety on Lees Road. There is a housing estate, a small one just of 6 homes, but they're encountering serious issues with the volume of traffic that is accessing John O'Sullivan Park on a near daily basis.
Yes, so basically what it is, it's nearly what I would say the rat road that's coming from the Lahinch Road, and they're coming right down, and they're coming out just before Lees Road, where you're turning left to go up to Lees Road, or you'll be going right to go down into town on the Drumcliffe Road. So basically there's these 6 houses. It's a very old established estate, but what happens is that it's the road markings, as in the wall of the boundary of the estate, is back from the wall. So they're risking the safety every morning and every evening, especially in rush hour traffic, or at the weekends, because the amenities in Lees Road are used so much now that they're risking pulling out onto oncoming traffic that's going faster than it should. Even if it was going like 50 kilometres an hour, it's not safe when you're trying to pull out and there's blind spots on the road. It's literally a skinny road where you have to pull in to let a car pass you. It's only one line of traffic, and they've exhausted avenues here, and I know you heard my colleagues say in the chamber that a lot of them have brought this up in the past, and although now they're committing to do traffic calming measures, they really seriously need to look at this about widening that road and making it safer for the residents, not just in this cul-de-sac but equally along that road for safety.
I know we have similar issues in the Bog Road, which is your rack run for the Cllr Road, essentially. It's like the unofficial bypass of Ennis. It's been described as by councillors before. But in this situation, there's no reprieve for residents, because even though you'll have your working week and your school traffic from Monday to Friday, naturally Lees Road is going to be used most heavily on the weekends. Do they seem to be saying that? Is it harder for them on weekends, or when does it tend to be most difficult?
I suppose it's all the time. So they weren't distinguishing between weekdays or weekends, but what they were distinguishing was the fact that they're blocked in. So they have got numerous blind spots on both sides of it because of the hedging, and they're only access out into it is set back from the road. So basically what they're saying is they need that access point further out so they can feel safer, and motorists coming down will see the wall and know, actually, there's another dwelling here, whereas the motorists coming down are going up are blind and the residents coming out are blind.
And have we had any collisions to date or close calls?
I would say more like close calls, but you're talking about residents who know and fear coming out, so they're not, it's like they're nearly isolating themselves in their estate because they're afraid to come out, and at times where they know there's going to be a massive influx of traffic. So they're kind of nearly being kept in an estate rather than being able to come out safely.
This broadcast package on Clare FM is funded by the Local Democracy Reporting Scheme.